We've just come here to Bega. We're on our way through the Tathra this afternoon. Our tank's a little bit empty due to being back at Mystery Bay. So fortunately there's a water fill station here at Bega. It's 200 litres for a press of a button. Now if you don't want 200 litres, you just push the button again, it stops. But this one, I found you've got to hold the button in for about 10 seconds or more. So I didn't think it was working there at the start, but it is. Now it's actually located here, the Bega Cheese Heritage Centre. So let's just simply drive on, fill her up and drive away. So how good is that? There was another one of these water fill stations on the way to Merimbula, along the Merimbula Road. So yeah, Bega Valley Shire Council, take your hat off to them because they've got a few of these water fill stations around their shire. Excellent. Alrighty. Also, while we're here in Bega, is we visit the local dump spot. It's located off Upper Street here at the showground. Basically you just drive in to the entrance of the showground over there off Upper Street. You just travel up past all the old historic buildings down here, and it's located just here. All too easy. So yeah, very handy. Not only have we got water here at Bega, but we've also got a public dump spot here at the showground. Something I may have mentioned before in one of my earlier videos, but I'll just say it again. We have 2 canisters for our toilet. One we use and one spare. Now you may not always use your spare one, but if you're camped in a spot for a long time, longer than what one canister is, it's handy to have a second canister. Also too, while we're travelling around, back in the Eyre Peninsula, there was one dump spot that was all clogged up, so we couldn't empty our canister. So it was good to have a second one. Even though we didn't intend to use it, it was very handy to have it. So yeah, so if you've got the room to store a second canister, it's well worth it. We just jumped on the web and just ordered one, same as what we had that came in the caravan. So yeah, just a little tip for you, 2 canisters saves a lot of heartache. Well, good day. Here we are at our next Hipcamp on this great road trip. This time we're staying about 5 minutes outside of Tathra. It's at a place called Kangarutha Farm Stay, and the site that we're at is called the Round Yard. And as we can see over there's the Round Yard. It's pretty good, nice, fairly flat, nicely mowed ground. It's fairly isolated away from everyone. A few people have come and gone since we've been here, but it's sort of a fair way away. There's a site way over there where there was someone a day or so ago, and there's a site way over the hill up there where there's some people. Tonight we have a couple of Winnebagos came in, and they're sort of on the other side of the trees, so they're our neighbours and heaps away. So yeah, all these hip camps we're staying at, it's just they're amazing. We're staying on people's properties in beautiful locations throughout Australia, and not far from the major towns, the ones we've selected. There's plenty of kangaroos hopping around of a morning and afternoon. I think there's a mob just sort of grazing over there. They normally head over in the paddock down over there. Let's go one now. There's plenty of kookaburras of the morning and afternoon, magpies. Have a little dam over here. Frogs hang out. Very tranquil. Absolutely amazing. Well, good morning everyone. We've got up nice and early this morning. We're out here at the Tathra Warf. It's an old timber wharf built in 1862, and it's the only surviving timber wharf for the steamer ships on the east coast of New South Wales. Everyone else is gone, so pretty historic, this one.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very big.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's very, very big.
It's
I expected it to be just a little thin jetty. I didn't expect it to be big like this.
Yeah, we'll go down and have a bit of a look at it. Just waiting for the sun to rise, having a see. There's a beautiful sea fog coming this morning. So, sunrise in about 10-15 minutes. But check this out.
The Tathra Warf was constructed in 1862 and for nearly a century was the lifeline to the outside world. In that time, the wharf grew from a small jetty into a major deep sea wharf with cargo sheds, stockyards, cattle races, cranes and extensive decking. The wharf was the main shipping point for produce from the rich Bega Valley, and it reflects Tathra's importance as the prime port for the South Coast hinterland. Shipping services ceased in 1954.
Pretty good, eh? Just looking down below us here on the rock, looks like old pylons. Maybe that was the foundation of the original wharf before they built the one out into the water, a larger wharf. I also reckon that back in the 1800s it was very hard to build a wharf in this red rock. Apparently it's very hard rock. Well, the rains have come.
Yes, the rain's here again.
So it's not a beach day today, so we've decided to head down to
Merimbula.
It's about 20 odd k's south of Tathra.
Yes.
So we're just going to go down the Sapphire Coast Road. So it's pretty posh.
Yeah.
So so we'll head down to Merimbula.
Yeah, see what we can find.
Yeah, it's supposed to be lots to see and do down there, an old jetty as well.
Yeah.
So we went out to the Tathra jetty this morning for sunrise.
No sun, but it had a sea fog, which was very nice. Made some great photos.
Yeah, real piratey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. So
yeah.
let's go and see what's down here. Hey Nat.
Yeah.
Look what's over there.
Lots and lots of oysters.
Mmm. That might mean you can buy some fresh oysters from around here.
Yum. Oh.
So you know what that means, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Oysters, here we come.
Oysters Kilpatrick on the Weber
Or
tonight.
even Mornay.
Oh yeah, wouldn't do Mornay.
Half and half.
Yeah.
We'll do half and half.
Might buy some natural ones too. So yeah, here we are, Merimbula. Very nice. We've just arrived here at Merimbula Wharf. We're sort of down the coast here. And this morning we're up at Tathra Warf, taking a few early morning photos. There's actually a wharf to wharf walk that you can do. It's a bit of a tongue twister. But yeah, you can walk all the way down the coast. Okay, now, just interesting noting the coastline. It's got this red rock again. It's very hard. It's the same as what we saw over at Tathra. Guess where we are, Natty?
Yes, we are here to get some oysters.
Yeah. So, just in there, all the empty racks, or what do they call them? And in there's where you buy oysters.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So with the oysters that we bought today, we're back at our little camp spot, and Natty has made some beautiful entree. What have you got there, Natty?
I've got half a dozen oysters Kilpatrick and half a dozen oysters Mornay.
Oh wow, yum.
I'm about to put them onto the Weber.
Tell us a little bit about the Kilpatrick. How'd you make them?
I just fried up the bacon pieces, put them in the oyster shells and added Worcestershire sauce.
Yum. And the Mornay, what's their story?
And the Mornay has got butter, corn flour, milk, Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese, and yeah, Parmesan cheese on top of them.
Wow.
So they should be nice.
Stay tuned and we'll see how they look in 10 minutes time. So Natty, it's done, and what have you done here?
I've just heated them up in the Weber.
Oh, yum.
They're ready to eat. All the cheese is melted on the Mornay ones.
Well, that's entree. Let's dig in. So this is the Kilpatrick, and taste testing. Yum. And now we'll go for the Mornay. Yum. So yeah. So if you want a nice little entree while you're out in the back of nowhere, grab some oysters, half Kilpatrick, half Mornay. Bon appetit. Rightio, well, this one's coming to an end.
Yes.
It's been good.
Yes.
I'm just throwing some air back in the tyres. I've been letting them down a little bit while we've been cruising around. On this trip I'm running 50s in the rear and 45s in the front, but when we get to a site and we sort of cruise around for about 4 or 5 days, I drop down around 38 just so it's nice and soft. And I also drop the airbags off, so I'm about to pump them up. But yeah, I just plug the compressor into the back of the car, into the Anderson plug, turn the car on of course, just so you don't kill your battery while you're pumping it up. And yeah, just nice and easy. Pump her up, ready to load up for the caravan. I'm now pumping up the airbags. I use the Airbag Man airbags just to stiffen the rear coils a little bit. I intend to do the suspension upgrade one day, but for now, just throw airbags in, and they do a pretty good job actually, just to stiffen the rear end. So I'll let the airbags off when we're cruising around because it's a bit stiff, but when we load the caravan up on the back, yeah. I usually pump up to about 50 psi. I've got a little 12 volt pump here. Put the Anderson plug on the end, and again you just use the connection on the rear of your car to pump them up, and the attachments come out of a little bracket. So very, very handy. Well, it's that time again, Natty.
Yep, we're on our way.
Yeah.
Go further down south.
Yeah.
To Karingal in Victoria.
Yes, very good.
3.5 hours away.
Right. Got all day to do it, and usually it takes us all bloody day to get there. Let me tell you. I don't know. You do the Google search on how far it is. It always seems to take longer.
Yeah.
Don't know. Oh well, who cares? We're on holidays. But yeah, we were supposed to go to Eden and a Hipcamp down there, but with all the rain we've been having, unfortunately they weren't able to let us in. They need to do some maintenance on their roads. So last night we jumped on the Hipcamp app on the phone and got the old paper map out to work out where things are, and we came across this Hipcamp that's down at
Karingal.
Glad she can remember the name. And it's apparently not far from the beach. It's not far from the mouth of the Snowy River.
Great fishing.
So we haven't got the rods out yet. It's been not too many nice days.
No.
But I'm sure we'll get better. So yeah, we'll go down, we'll try some fishing on the beach or maybe in the river.
Yeah.
Although the river might be
good.
A bit full the amount of rain we've been having. But anyway, this is the round yard here at Kangarutha, near Tathra, and yeah, so we've hitched up, we've pumped up the tyres, back up the pressure, we've put the airbags up, we've done a double, triple check of the caravan, make sure hatches are closed and everything's done, we haven't left anything behind. And I'm actually going to put the ram in full drive to tow it back out through this paddock. It's a bit sloshy, so we'll see how we go, but we should be pretty right. It's a bit higher, so. And if we can just see over there, a friendly mob of kangaroos are saying hooray. So yeah, it's been a good one, this one. I've liked it. I've liked it. We've been checked out some of the towns around the place.
Yes.
We did fly over and photos of the old jetty.
Yes. We got to the beach once. Because the rest of the days were rainy.
So, but yeah, we made the most of it. Bought some oysters. Had oysters called Patrick and Mornay. So yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
Oh, until our next stop. See ya.